Someone that we knew had sent us a picture. They had gone to Iran to go visit family. And they took a picture of Slayer spray painted on a wall in Iran. And they took a picture standing next to it so they could, so to identify that they were there and that this was there and this is Iran. And I just kind of looked at that, and I thought, wow, Slayer in a Muslim country. You know what I mean? That to me just screams death.
We met with Tom in Japan, and he described a photograph of a Slayer logo that had been spray painted on a wall.
Wow, yeah, we got lots of that, yeah.
And have you ever seen something like that in your country?
I have done something like that in my country, okay?
In a lot of the Middle East, conservative governments and religious authorities repeatedly censor and restrict metal music. But the city of Dubai seems completely open to anything Western and is one of the fastest growing tourist destinations in the world. So I'm going to talk to some metal fans who were born and raised here to get their thoughts on the spread of metal throughout the region.
My full name, like in the Arabic tradition, is Omar Abdulaziz Muhammad Khan Abdullah. Our licenses are like this wide, driver's license. Basically, this is called Kandora, or a lot of the expats call it a dish dash, okay? And this is a ghatra. And basically, it's not a Ku Klux Klan outfit. It's basically mostly white to reflect the heat of the sun, because it's really hot here and it gets really uncomfortable. But they do come in different colors, and they are extremely comfortable, and they have very good ventilation.
Good for playing metal in too.
Oh, I actually,
the airflow going.
in high school, I played Purple Haze on stage with a black one of these and a bandana.
Metal is generally coming from the West, and I guess in a way it's part of the process of globalization. What's your opinion on metal and its spread around the world?
If you say globalization, I know a lot of, like 1,500 years ago, a lot of the ideas from the East, during the Dark Ages, crept from the East to the West. And I think it's just a cycle, You guys discover something cool, okay, bring it over. Okay, oh, that's a nice instrument the Arabs play, the oud. Okay, let's use that one in my song. And the Indians have the sitar, okay, let's mix that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea when it naturally happens.
Right.
If you want to talk about the IMF and the World Bank, then we can discuss.
With the help of internet, obviously internet was a main driver for globalization, because it's just easy to reach information to reach anywhere.
I don't think anyone in the world benefited from MP3 downloading as much as we did, because we started discovering new bands through the internet, downloading their music and listening to it. Especially when we couldn't get it, we didn't have any access to it. I apologize to all the bands, but we had to do this. That was the only way we could discover them.
So Lars, most of the fans we're meeting around the world, the only way they can get music is by downloading it on the internet. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great thing, yeah. I think it's great. I mean, obviously it's the way to share this stuff, and I think it's awesome. I think that we were somewhat flabbergasted at some early internet things that were going on a few years ago, but we're at peace with that, and we just championed it like everybody else. What the internet has done, which is a great thing of bringing everything, and making everything available and global and so on. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, listen, at this point, if kids can get their hands on the music, then it's a great thing.
Now you can download music, you can access everything. So it's easy for most of the people around the Middle East to listen to metal. It's gonna grow. It's fucking gonna grow.
The Desert Rock Festival is like a yearly anniversary for metalheads, basically. I mean, Lebanon, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, Doha, Saudi Arabia, you can name every Middle Eastern country. There's people out here tonight for it.
Yeah, baby, it's about time!
line. You remember my name. Anytime we're backwards, that's sweet honey. That line, come on.
It was my first show ever. It was the day after my birthday, best birthday party I could have. When you have tough times, which in our country is not so scarce, it's a relief for you. You truly put all your ambition, thoughts, and dreams into it.
You want to speak out, and there aren't as many outlets as there should be to do this. We found this in metal. It's speaking to us. It's talking about our problems. It's talking about our wars, about our aggression, about our oppression. It's giving us a chance to release all this bottled up anger in a positive way, so we don't have to go and do it in a negative way.
A chance to be together and enjoy the time free of political shit outside. So this is something more than important.
It's essential.
Yeah, it's essential.
The stories I've heard from fans here have made me realize just how much is at stake for metalheads in this part of the world. For some of these fans, Desert Rock is the only place where they can safely show their devotion to heavy metal. And that's far beyond anything I've had to deal with as a metalhead growing up in Canada. So I've traveled over 40,000 kilometers since the Wacken Festival in Germany. But there's one last stop I have to make. I'm heading back to India, to the city of Bangalore, where something historic is about to happen. My favorite band of all time, Iron Maiden, is playing the first major metal show in this country's history. And with 30,000 Indian metalheads lining up at the gates, this is one concert that I have to be a part of.
Show India's ever had. It's going to be chaos. I don't think you'll hear a louder crowd anywhere in the world, because I mean we haven't experienced shows like this, so you know it's like 20 years of just pent up feelings and stuff is all going to come out. And the minute Bruce hits the stage, we're all going to go like berserk. I think I'm going to like gush fountains.